Hello, good afternoon. How are you all doing? Good? ASU GSV is getting to you now. My name is Dr. Nicole Walker. I'm the founder and president of Adapt, which stands for Intelligent Adaptive Learning. You must be wondering what is this strange device on my head. We are the first one to apply brain-computer interface for STEM education. And my background is MIT. I did my PhD a long time back, and I was a principal educational architect of the Hypermedia Lab. What we are doing now is solving a very, very major problem. And that's what we call the story of Jane. Of course, not the real name, not the real photograph, but Jane did everything right in her high school. She did the robotics, she did the rocketry, she wanted to be an engineer. She hits the first course in engineering and gets what? Statics. It's a true story, and she gets a D. And what she does, she leaves engineering and joins the fashion design. Maybe good for her, but not good for us who are teaching the engineering, and I teach engineering and physics. So if you look at here, students need necessary skill to get into STEM and do well in college. So we are preparing the college success, and we already know this statistics that only 24% of every high school student who graduates goes to STEM, science, engineering, technology, and mathematics, and 58% drop out in year one. So we said, how can we really create the competency? So we came up with the idea that we are going to use first brain-computer interface, and my background with research in this area. So we'll first do the brainwave assessment, understand what is their best learning strategy, and I'll explain those strategies. And then we'll build the competency in an accelerated way, and then increase the retention and also mastery in the college, because most of the college also have the retention problem. So the brainwave, let me give you a quick introduction. So there are alpha, beta, gamma, theta, and delta waves. And they start with the sleep state are theta and delta, which are at the lower end, very high, long wavelength. But as you go up, 7.5 to 8 is about alpha, then beta 15 to 30, and 30 to above is gamma. So if you are just waking up and you are fresh, you are in alpha state. When you are walking, talking, you are in beta. And you get really upset with someone, you are in the gamma. You don't want to be in gamma state. So what we realized is that that signal was very clear for us to identify learning strategy for students. So as soon as student engages, they go into what we call alpha state. So we said there are 5 different ways we can provide them learning. Apprentice is step by step. Incidental is case study learning. Induction is based on example. Deduction is based on interactivity, and discovery is game based. So with that, we can now assess, but we want to assess that with the brain wave. So we provide this tool, which is headband, EEG headband, electroencephalogram. Good thing about EEG is that it's non-invasive, does not change anything in your brain. It listens to your neurons. So as soon as you get engaged, what happens? My first guess was that, neurons will get very excited, lot of activity. But it's completely opposite. The neurons stop chattering and they completely line up and they have the alpha state. So they go from beta, gamma to alpha state. With that signal, we said, okay, we are going to induce what we call is attention state. So we asked them to take a test. And a student, as soon as they go into test, they pay a lot of attention. Once we realize alpha, beta, gamma of the triplet like X, Y, Z, we understand what is the attention state, and then we rotate them through 5 minutes each and figure out how far they are from the best attention state. And within half an hour, we can predict very quickly what is your best learning strategy. And we did studies on hundreds of students in UMass, Boston, as well as at MIT, to look at the correlation. What we found is that what takes machine learning to take 30 to 40 hours of statistical data to figure out what's your learning strategy, we can find that within 1 hour. And that is our value proposition. So with that big data analytics and all those analytics, we do the brainwave analytics in a way that we can understand your learning strategy. What is the effect? So with that learning strategy effect, what we can do is now we can understand that. So I'm going to ask her to play the video. So I have put on my headband, and then I can. So what happens that this is Bluetooth connected to that, and then as I'm reading or doing my exercises, it will immediately show me the brain waves as they are going through it. So you can see that the Bluetooth connection, no wires going, nothing strange there. So if you look at here with this Brainwave kit, we are able to give them Brainwave report card, and with that, we give them recommendation. So if you are a particular kind of learner, then you know how to learn, how to strategize for what we call is the learning strategies, and use that in 3 areas that we are doing. So we have done a lot of efficacy studies to prove that, because everyone says, prove me what you know. So starting from MIT to all the way corporate education, as well as MBA programs, and also now physics, chemistry, biology, etc. So with that, we have a lot of adoption now. So there are a lot of higher education institutes are our early adopters, and there are a large number of school systems that are really doing well, and we are getting more and more data. And our business model is very simple. We sell our learning strategies toolkit, the brain kit, which comes with the headband, and our software, and then all that report goes directly to all the professors who are teaching in the classroom and to the student. And then we also provide them adaptive courseware so they can learn with the learning strategy that works best for them. So with this, we have kind of closed the loop. We understand how you learn best, provide you content, how you learn, and then we are doing 2 models, B2C, as well as B2B. So we are doing the site licenses for the school system, as well as if you are preparing for ACT, SAT, AP exam, you can buy the whole thing from us directly, and also then you get subscription to all our AP courses. Thank you for your time, and I hope you can join this new revolution of brainwave adaptive learning. Thank you.